Cancer, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So I am here to do a read for you, and this will be for the month of April 2019, and this will be for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs, okay? So note that now energies do transcend, so what I might be talking about now might be someone's past, present, or future. If it doesn't resonate, because this is a general read, just note that go ahead and just leave it for another Cancer or cross watcher, okay? So there you have it, all right? Now, if you'd like a personal read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com and we can get you hooked up over there, all right? So now this will be, again, for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. And I have a link that's listed below that you can plug in your data if you are new to my channel, and then you can check out what your full birth chart is. If you're not sure of your time of birth, plug in 12 noon. It'll pop out your data. You'll get the other signs, and you can check out those other videos as it relates and see what gems that might be able to, resonate with you, okay? So take what resonates, like I said, and I hope that there's something here for you, again, for the month of April 2019 for Cancer. So I'm using these beautiful Rumi cards. They're exquisite. Now, those of you who don't know who Rumi is, he is a Persian poet of the 13th century. Beautiful. Talks a lot. He's a Sufi, and he really talks about I think the biggest thing that I like about him is that he talks about he's a master in spirituality, right? And but the biggest thing that I like about him is that he transcends all kind of locations. Like, it's almost as if that he what he does is almost as if that it transcends ethnic situations. It transcends even worldwide. It just, everyone knows of him because this type of work has been done worldwide, and it's been kind of published into many languages, right? So it's beyond any national borders or ethnic divisions, and it's just, he's the world and beyond, and it's so beautiful, his poems. Reminds me of my dad, who was a published poet as well. It was pretty, I really appreciated, that type of side of him. So it was quite beautiful. So let's go ahead and cut this one more time, and then let's go ahead, Cancer, and take a look at what it is that's here for you. So I'm going to pull 5 cards here for you, and we're going to see what wants to come up, okay? So let's take a look at your first card here. Ooh, the right choice. Well, that's kind of the nice thing to get out right out of the gate. Look at this. Knowing that you've made the right choice. Now, is this a 1 card? No, is this a 29 card? This is an 11 card. So it's kind of like 1 and 1. It's kind of like going through the portal, right? Of the gates into that next level. And, and it's also could be, 2 people, right? Both individuals, but coming together. So that's what I see here. But this is beautiful. So maybe it's perhaps making the right choice as it pertains to a love relationship. Could very much well be the case. So note your comments below. That could be one of the things. But it's also a lot of other things. So it could be also that on the path of love, there is not so much wrong or right, in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. So this is about what is right for you, okay, Cancer? And that's just choosing that, and only your heart can speak that type of truth, okay? Your mind may reject it, might recoil, might analyze it and find all the reasons why that simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot, is what's going to come through. It can't possibly work and only be led into the pain, okay? Because that is what the mind does rather well, actually. But what it doesn't mean, what it doesn't mean, in terms of the right choice is the heart choice, right? It means it's like the heart choice becomes correct. And it means that the heart has outsmarted the mind, okay? The mind will need to bow to the heart right now, okay? And that's what's coming up for you. So quite beautiful. It's like you've got your wings back and the enlightenment back and the third eye, and you're getting that crown chakra activated that is just shimmering light all around you. So give up what you planned, believed, or decided, and let the heart wisdom that silently and constantly broadcasts its pure, true intention to the universe. Let that lead the way, okay? Because it's going to lead you along the right path and the right house, to where that right master is going to be sitting there and is going to give you a big bear hug and saying, what's taking you so long, honey? So that's what's going to happen, okay? So then it's time to play. So here's the thing, is that, what might be right for you may not be right for another. And so that's what this card is coming into play. But that, every heart has that unique rhythm, and yours just doesn't want to dance to this, to the same song. Might want to tango to something else. So just allow it to, and that's what this is saying. Okay. So it's a message to you that your heart is what is going to hold the meaning for you. And it's you may not have this grand vision, to go along with that message yet, okay, or the meaning of it yet, but deep within you, what is, what holds value for you, okay, and that's the key thing, and that's what's standing into play here. So that's what it wants you to know. So if you've been concerned about your path, Cancer, and what steps to take next, comes as a helpful guidepost for you, and that good things are headed your way. You're going to get that clarity. You're going to get that reassurance and that truth and that revelation. So don't hold on to a belief system or vision, if it appears to be not working out, and it's just... upside, things are, kind of turning upside down for you. Okay. And this is saying you're actually trust that if you're being drawn away from a one particular road, that there's a better road that you should take. So you can, even though you want to go to this really beautiful road, that this is the one that you want to go in, this is saying, that might not be the case, that there is a more delicious and inspiring, mysterious, captivating path that you need to go on. And you're going to have to wait what's around the corner that's a little bit further, okay? So you can have a tantrum if you must, and just realize that the divine can really... bestow some really beautiful gifts onto you, and it's also the same one that can remove a hand, okay, a choice, okay? So just note that. So the right choice is going to come to mind, and you're going to know what that is. What is that for you, guys? Note your comments below. Oh my gosh, it might have to do with love. It's the lover and the beloved. Ooh, how beautiful. Maybe there is a coming together, an emergence of a lover that is also a spiritual connection as well. How beautiful. This is a 35 card that reduces to an 8, and it's the affinity symbol, as above is below. So it's the spiritual, and this is quite beautiful. I haven't actually seen this card in this deck quite yet. Of course, I've never used this deck before for reads, so this is quite beautiful. But what this is telling me is, gosh, this is great. This is saying that a message that something has to change in your physical world. You're in need of more sustenance, more love, like more connection and more nourishment that can touch your body and soul and bring you to a deeper oneness, with each other, with life, with love. So are you going to allow to let love in, Cancer? Because the divine has decided, kind of decided that to be so. Okay. Will you allow love in? And this card is saying, say yes. Now, this is not meant to be a love read, but we always want to see what comes out. But this is quite interesting, okay? So how do we resist love? How are you resisting love? Maybe you've been burned before, right? And maybe you've been abandoned, betrayed, or maybe disappointed or cast aside. And maybe have some bitter expectations because your heart's kind of somewhat closed. But you're just too beautiful to be hidden away. You just are. And especially behind a bitter heart or a closed heart, this is saying that is so unworthy of you. You need, this really, really wants you to go into, to really jump in with both feet into your worthiness, okay? And that's what it wants to let you know, especially as it pertains to love, and open your heart, okay? allow it, rejoice, let it rejoice. Take delight in allowing yourself to receive the light and soak up the glow of your central surrender to the divine that is bringing this about for you. Okay, there was probably walls that you'd be placed between yourself and life, right? That is maybe for excessive caution, maybe fear of abandonment or betrayal or some sort of thing like that. But this is saying is that you really, strip off your layers and run to the ocean and just dive in is what it wants you to do. This brings you guidance. There is an offer or an opportunity that's on its way to you. And it may have already been presented to you, Cancer. It may be an idea that you've been nurturing or maybe one presented to you by another person, but sit with it, okay? Sit with it for a moment. Do you feel the exhilaration? Do you feel the energy of, at the thought of saying yes? And if so, say yes. Allow yourself to receive. There is a divine encouragement that is taking risks that feel wild, that are alive in your heart, and this is saying to say yes. Okay? Now, the next card that you get is the human gift. Again, this is an 8 card. So, Spirit's guiding you, no longer to be in that heartbroken state. Spirit is shining some light on you and saying, get up, get up, get up, get out. This is what is waiting for you. Make the right choice. Okay? So that's what's coming into play. So the human gift, and I think this is just to understand the real beauty that is in you. And that you are such a gift. And again, getting back to even the worthiness, that how important that is. So it is quite beautiful. It's that you soon or will be soon getting clarity and insight to a situation that has really been hidden, that you really couldn't find an answer, because the Spirit is going to guide you in that. Okay? So, that's what's coming up. You may perceive it as being darkness, but, see what is truthfully there and be compassionate, be compassionate with your heart, and you'll be shown the most graceful way to become clear and free of darkness, okay? And that's what this is. The Spirit is going to help you out with this, okay? Just for a moment, let your heart be honored and loved by you, and imagine that you can really crack a little window open so that love can come in, okay? And to let the light of the divine come in, and let the fresh air clear up the chamber of your own heart temple. All right. So like there's an angel that's really reaching to assist you. So you may receive a gift of understanding, of insight, or revelation. That is going to help you and allow your heart to break open and to break. To really break open once again, and to shed all those old grievances and those old types of things that are holding you back. So you're not, because you need to live that fresh that life of love again, and that's what it wants to let you know. You're extraordinary. Okay, do not fear. And let it, just let it be and let it go, because you're human after all, and your journey is beyond description. Just remember that if you ever need the divine, there's going to be a place that's going to be available to you in the temple of your heart, as long as you keep that window cracked so that doubt can fly out and then love can kind of fly in, okay? It's almost like, there's, it's almost as if that's the case. It's like you have to let that doubt fly out so that the love from the divine can fly in on both sides over here. You can see it here. You can see like here and here. It's got to be able to come in. So it's a gift, okay? So loving yourself and knowing that you can have this, right? And is just about breaking free of that fear, and you've got guidance to help you. And then you've got the Merciful Mother. So Cancer, this is all about being soft, okay? This is coming across a little bit more graceful, more poised, and not so aggressive, and not so manipulative. Not saying that you are. I'm just saying that the qualities. What we want to do is to maybe before to trying to make something happen, or to manipulate something to happen, or to have to be more aggressive. There, you no longer need to do that anymore. Is what this is saying. This is all about the light, and letting things flow a little bit better, because you've already earned the fact that you are able to dance with a lot more grace and poise in your dealings as you move forward. So what this tells me is that you don't have to fear, but this is saying give yourself a break from the toughness, okay, that has maybe surrounded you, or the discipline and the hardness. And this is saying that that any struggles or doubts and anything like that, you're given a safe harbor, and you're going to find that the unraveling of struggle and pain happens through tenderness and a gentler approach. So take a gentler approach to whatever situation is at hand. Even if you want to be aggressive, step back for a moment, because you're being told that resolution is already on its way, okay? And you're also being told that you can stand your ground and remain and have that beautiful strength without having to become hard, without having to be aggressive, or, and that type of thing. You have more power, Cancer, than you realize. And in these two situations, that's what's coming out. You've got more power than you realize. And I think that's key, okay? And that's it's not by manipulating those. It's not by having to control anyone, okay? It's just, it's your magnitude. That's kind of acting in unworthiness. This is saying to step into your worthiness, because that's going to be important for you at this time, and that your prayers are going to be powerful at this time. So definitely speak into and ask for help. There's no limit to what you can pray about too. So make sure that you do that, okay? Because that's what's coming up here, okay? It's waiting for you to ask. If you ask, you're going to receive, okay? So, that's what is unworthy of you now is trying to make things happen or manipulate any situation, because you don't need that for success, is what this is saying. So you can go about it in a softer approach, okay? And that's what it wants to let you know, okay? What is the next card for you here? Commitment. Wow. Gotta take a look at Geminis. They got this too. This is about probably your commitment to yourself, your commitment to the guidance of the divine as well. And it could be a commitment in a relationship. Okay, this is about 4. It's about stability. Okay, so this is saying that you've got the tools and resources, because you've got that infinity symbol. This is the 8s on both of these, meaning that you've got the tools of using the divine and the groundiness of this physical plane and the resources to make this happen, and to go into this commitment. And the 4 is about this, which with this commitment there is a sense of stability that is here, which is quite beautiful. Okay, so that's what's coming into play. Take a look at this card. So it's quite beautiful, as you see. And this is all about is that you're being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding, and this is the gift of the divine, that is going to lift you up beyond what you have known into that next opening of the inner eye, and in opening of your heart, the opening of your soul, and into the lights of the heavens. So it sounds wonderful, and it is, but this is saying is that welcome this gift, because there's a trick to receiving it. When sometimes you get beautiful wine that's offered to you, you must drink, but you also must be willing to become drunk. Well, I'm not saying that, but this is saying sometimes that commit to yourself to have a little bit more fun. Okay, you must be willing to let go of your control a little bit. Okay. So maybe 1 drink is fine. That's saying, okay, so note that. and don't drink or drive or anything, okay? So I'm just noting that. But this is just saying is that let yourself have a little bit of fun, okay? And be willing to let go of your control just a little bit. You have to trust on what will happen. Trust that you're going to be cared for, and trust that you may appear sometimes to be a fool, but you must be willing to not have all the answers, okay? And trust that it's happening, in a divine plan, okay? It's the divine is working with you on this, okay? So if there is, it's receiving this gift is what's important, okay? So that's key. I think that you might even have a commitment coming up in a certain relationship where you're committing to yourself that you're going to rid of these beliefs and move on this way. But I think you're going to make the right choice in life. I think you have a choice to make as it perhaps involves some sort of partnership. Okay? So this is beautiful. Really beautiful, Cancer. I mean, I can't think of anything else. This is quite beautiful. But it's a commitment. It's commitment to the divine. To let the divine work with you and be that co-creator with you is going to be key. What do the soul trees have to say to you on this? What do they want to say in this process for Cancer? What's going to help them, in this process here, especially this human gift over here? What's going to help you get through this, to listen to divine? Flexibility, okay? Flexibility. So that's going to be key for you. And this is all about, spontaneity. This is about resilience, and it's a time to flow, right? We talked about that. It's going to be a time to flow, right? And that's what's really kind of coming in with all of this. There's this flow that the divine wants to get you into sync with, okay? And that's what's happening. So flexibility is going to be very, very a key component for you. So be flexible in the process, okay? Ritual. So maybe set up some sort of ritual that's going to help you in this process. So it could be, spending time, in terms of like meditation. It could be creating some sort of practice or routine that's going to really support you daily, whatever that is. Exercise routine, whether it is working with the divine, in that type of area as well. So that could very much be the case. It's going to help what is unseen, become seen, and that's going to help you as you dive deeper into that. So that's quite beautiful. What else? Sage. Okay, well, sage is about wisdom that's gained through your experience in this process. So you're going to have a lot of wisdom through this process. Like I said, the universe is going to give you the what you need to make that right choice. And in terms of this particular relationship of some way, shape, or form, the lover and the beloved, it's like the spirit, the divine, and the lover. So it's maybe someone that is also spiritual in nature, and you've got a connection with them. And this is, again, means letting go of fears. You've got to let go of the old way. You're only human, but let go of that, and then be very soft in the process, right? No need to be aggressive. You already earned that. You've already earned that. You are already worthy. No need to have to push anything anymore because you got this, okay? And this is saying that, staying in that commitment is going to help you. So sage is going to help you. Is there any other love card that in this process that could help you as well? Enchanted Forest. This is about mystery, magic, and excitement. So this is just basically wanting you to know is that focused on the mystery of all of this, right? This is, and what number card is 709, coming to fruition. So the Enchanted Forest, there's magic and excitement in this process. Just be flexible, create that ritual to get the wisdom that you need. And you've got the moon here too on this one, on the ritual, right? And so you've got the moon here, but by doing your rituals, things are going to become a lot clearer for you, okay? And there's so much mystery to dive into, but this is quite beautiful. And all this is telling me is that that 1 minute life is mundane and boring, and then all of a sudden someone just sweeps you right off your feet. Well, it could be this person right here. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have no idea where this is leading. Life is now full of romance and endless creative possibilities. So really embrace it, because it's going to bring you joy and a deep sense of fulfillment. Okay. All right, Cancer. Well, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the month of month of May. Okay. This is for all April 2019. Okay. And until then, namaste.